Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Groovy Gold Hunter. Yeah, I'm in my garage. Surprise! So yeah, I haven't done a pay dirt review in a couple weeks. I've been busy editing and all that other stuff. This one is ready to do and I thought I'd go ahead and do it. So I've done this before. This is one of those eBay pay dirts and this one is sold for gold. S-O-U-L-D 4, number 4, G-O-L-D, sold for gold. And this is supposed to be a concentrate pay dirt. I got a really good return the first time I did it, so I thought, yeah, I'll try it again, see what happens. So here it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but this thing has been boxed like 10 times. This one came in the post office box, which was also wrapped in that wrapping paper, the brown stuff. And then it was wrapped in the bubble wrap, and it was wrapped in the regular post office package. That's as far as I've gotten to it, so I'm going to cut this thing open and hopefully I don't cut any dirt. So I'm interested to see what it's in after this. It might just be the dirt. Okay, there is that. There it is. So it is in a sandwich bag. It's going to be one of those videos. So here it is. So definitely not a whole lot of material. I'd say about a pound, and it looks like it's already been classified down. So yeah, let's roll the intro and then we'll get started on it. Here's all the packaging that it came in. At least he's very thorough on making sure the stuff doesn't spill. So I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna cut this because I don't like sandwich bags because of that. Dirt and stuff will get caught up on that. Very dry material, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut that so it'll be a smooth exit from the Ziploc bag. Got every single bit of it out. Here it is, right here. Not a lot. Looks like there's a ton of magnetics and black sand in there. So we're gonna go ahead and classify this. I'll start with my 10 mesh and probably do 20, 40, and 60 depending on what it looks like as I go. Let's get started on it. Yeah, first thing about this stuff is that I paid $75 plus tax. I think it was tax. I don't think it was shipping. The total I paid on it was $81. And yeah, this is the description of this particular pay dirt right here. Ooh, look, that fit right in there too. Isn't that nice? Up for sale is a 16-ounce bag of my sluice box super concentrates. Lots of colors in this material. I don't know what that means, but most often when I run through cons from this location, I end up with a considerable amount of smaller size flakes, fines, and flour gold in my bottle. I also have found a fair number of pickers, specimens with quartz, host rock types. Occasional, I find a small nugget. So he dry washes for gold at any location. The majority of the time and physical labor go into loosening and digging up the pay dirt gravels. He sometimes has to spend 2, 3, 10, 12-hour days dislodging large rocks. What in the world? That are cemented together over time, raking out, removing any of the larger stones, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 10 to 25 clean outs to fill a 6-gallon bucket with that concentrated material. For this project, I ran 10 5-gallon buckets through my dry washer between clean outs, and it took 15 clean outs to fill a 6-gallon bucket. Then I took 6 gallons of dry washer concentrates and ran them through my sluice box to concentrate the material even further. This super concentrated material is what you will be purchasing. Wow. I don't know why you have to keep staring at the bucket, but this is the part I love about this. This super concentrated pay dirt is 100% unsearched, unaltered, and contains all natural and never before seen pieces of gold, silver, electrum, platinum, and many other minerals that can be found in this pay dirt. I never add gold to my pay dirt unless it's requested to do so. The gold you find is all natural and has never been seen by another human being since its arrival here on Earth. That's the way all gold is. You discover it, it's truly and only yours. You will find gold. Photos of gold pans are a random 8-ounce bag of this material, semi-pan through. So yeah, he swears up and down he does not add gold and he doesn't even look in it. This pay dirt, as well as any others I offer for sale, and as always 100% dug by myself by hand using a pick and shovel, and has never had anything taken or added or been altered in any way. I dug it, you buy it, I send it, you love it, simple and honest. So yeah, that's his description on the other one that I bought. The other one I bought wasn't a concentrated, it was more like a scoop of regular pay dirt. So yeah, $81. Let's go ahead and do what I said I was going to do. Classified. That's the word. So yeah, he's adamant on the fact that he doesn't look in there. He just concentrates it down and puts it in a bag and sends it our way. And you know, it's one of those things where I'm not going to sit there and say, he doesn't do that, because I don't know. You trying to tell me that if there was a big fat nugget that was in that concentrated sluice box, he's going to be like, oh, lucky somebody. They're going to get a big fat nugget and only pay $75 for it. That's the part I find hard to believe. All right, so this is my 10 mesh. And the other thing is dry washing or dry classifying or dry sluicing. That seems like a pain in the butt. I've seen it before on other YouTube channels. It seems like you could lose a ton of gold doing that. So I'm wondering if they like dry wash a certain area and then do it again just in case they missed anything. So there's my 10 mesh right there. Don't see any gold nuggets. I do see a piece of wire. I will do 20 mesh. And then after that, probably 40 and 60, like I said, and be done with it. It is done, and here it is. Let me show you what we've got, starting with this one right here, and that is my 10 mesh, followed by my 20 mesh. Then we've got 40 mesh. Then this is my 60, and all of that is minus 60. So yeah, 5 classifications, not much in each. Should be pretty quick to do. I'm going to go ahead and take all the magnetic material out of this stuff first, get that out of the way, and then we'll get to panning. So let me do that, and then yeah, we'll start panning. Okay guys, so I was going to do a time lapse of this and stopped because as soon as I put my magnet near this stuff, it just, watch this. You got to see this. Let's talk about how much magnetic material is in this stupid thing. So here's another wire. How did it get in my minus 60 too? So watch this. Good God almighty. That is the most magnetic material I've ever gotten out of one pay dirt. Look at that. And there's still more in here. I got to pull it all out. So, good God, I'm not going to have any pay dirt to pan. Look at this. What the heck? Look at this. Most of it, well, it's got a ton of sand in it because all this magnetic material is trapping it. So, yeah, look. That's all the material I have left. So, okay, now I've got to figure out how to do this. I'll at least show you this because this is kind of fascinating. Spread it out. Look. Look at that. God, look at all of that magnetic material. That is no joke, yo. Did I just say that is no joke, yo? All right. That is no joke, yo. I don't even know if I could have panned this without pulling the magnetics out. So yeah, I got to pull it out a little bit at a time and then do it again and do it again and do it again because there's so much in here. Look how much sand that trapped. So I'm going to get all this to one side here. Look how much it trapped. Yeah, that's all non-magnetic. So that's what it pulled out. Let me pour all this back in so I can pan it. But man, I've never seen that much magnetic material in one pan. Okay, well, pretty much went half my video. Look at all of this magnetic material. That's insane. I'm going to go ahead and start with my minus 60 and work my way up. So let's get started. I know I act like I've never seen magnetic material before. That's not the case. I've never seen that much, and it take literally 2/3 of my pay dirt away. Okay, so this is, like I said, I don't know if I even told you, it's minus 60. I'm already a little bit weary of this pay dirt bag because, you know, I had no choice but to look at all of the pay dirt, and I did not see much gold at all, especially in the bigger stuff. This cost $80. I would hope I'd at least get a gram of gold out of this, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, but you never know, so we'll see. give it a good tap. See what we've got so far. Oh yeah, there's some gold down there at the end. Come on now. Let's separate. And a bug. Wonderful. Try to clean this up a little bit. Yeah, I got some gold wanting to take off. So I'm going to show you this. There's a couple more pieces right there. I'm going to go ahead and repan that and get those out as well. All right, so let me suck this up. Dump all that. Let's move on to the next one. All right, I'm going to throw the rest of this in there because I already know what I'm dealing with. I'm going to pan it in my bigger pan. And the reason why is because my finishing side on my bigger pan is better than the one I'm always using. So let's use this one. So let's go ahead and start panning. If I miss any, it's because I can't see it. So I have to just go on my panning skills and just pan a little bit, re-stratify, shake it up real good. So yeah, apparently this place is in Nevada. And yes, the first time that I got this, I didn't buy a big amount of it. I think I paid $30, $40 for it, and I got 80% return on it. Usually if I get a decent to a good return, I will buy it again to see if they're consistent or if it was a fluke, or you know what I mean? That's why I bought it. So this is the finishing side that I like so much on this pan. It's very flat. You don't have that lip where it has to go up and over it. It's really smooth to come off, but you do have to be careful because the ripples are very small, just enough to kind of glide over. And this is where the light green part of this drives me crazy because I can see the gold, but when it's one or two pieces, it can easily get lost in that lime green color. Like I can see the black sands. I can see those plain as day. Yeah, the gold, it'll kind of get lost in the background of the pan. So I'm gonna tap this stuff back, see if I can get some of these black sands to come back and leave that gold. See, gold's wanting to go with it. Immediately when I started doing it, that gold wants to take off with it. It's a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna tap, 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 tap. So hard to get these black sands and gold separated. So that's the best I can get the sands out. There's the gold right there. All right, we're done with the -60. Let's go to the +60. Oh man, yeah, that last take took 10 minutes out of my video time. I hate that. I sat there and was like, man, I filmed that. It took me 10 minutes just to film that last bit of gold, trying to get it out. So I go back to this pan because this is a little bit bigger material and this will do better than that other pan. But yeah, I really do need to buy some more pans. I need to do some more testing with other types of pans to see what I can do with other types of pans. Usually when you buy a pan, you gotta weather it, you gotta break it in, so to speak, sand it down, make sure that it's not too slick. I don't know why they don't do that anyway with pans, but I guess it's a thing where you buy the pan and you do it the way you want it done. This is the +60, -40. Not a whole lot of material in here either. This will be 2 pans of this, and same deal, I gotta sit here and watch, make sure no gold is coming out with these darker sands, because I'm sure those are going to be pretty heavy too. Yeah, it's wanting to stay. So there it is, there's my gold. So this is the last. So I'm going to tap it. Yeah, a lot of gold. But again, these sands, they just want to stay with the gold. They don't want to separate. Okay, so there's the gold. Yes, there's a ton of black sands. I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to repan this, and then I'll be right back. This is the 40 mesh, and there it all is right there, because it wasn't even enough to do 2 pans. After taking all of that magnetic stuff out, I've still got my 40, 20, and 10, and they'll probably all 3 of them be 1 pan each. All right, let's pan it. Probably be the same issue I had with the other stuff. The heavier material will probably pack in and be hard to separate the gold from it. Just got to make sure I'm not losing any gold when I'm panning it out. Normally when you see that kind of heavy material, the gold is underneath it no matter what. But if it's too heavy, then the gold will jump above it. is so tedious. I think it'll have to be enough. I don't want it to be, but I need to get some more of that material out, but it just does not want to get out of there. It just wants to pack in. So I know what's going to happen. I'm going to tap it and it's going to stay with the gold, and I won't be able to get it separated no matter how hard I hit my pan. See? It just all stays together. Yeah, this is some difficult stuff. I'm just going to push it back with my finger. There's the gold plus some other stuff. No clue what it is, but we'll look at it in a microscope. Not too bad of an amount. We'll suck it up. And yeah, we're done with the 40 mesh. And here it is, the 20 mesh. Not enough to do 2 pans, put it all in one. I'm sure this will be even more difficult to pan back. Every bit of this material has been heavy. All right, so let's attempt to pan this stuff and see what happens. See how it just clumps together? Especially all the black stuff. It just, the more water you put on it, the more it just packs in. Yeah, I'm being pretty aggressive with it, and it's just pulling maybe 2 rocks out at a time, 1 or 2. I'm going to pull this back and see if there's even any gold in here. Well, that was a waste of time because there was no gold in here. So I think I'm pretty much done. Let's just go ahead and get all this out because there was no gold in that. Not going to be any gold in this either. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and pan it back. I don't see anything. And I was right. All right, we're done. So that is all of that, and I'm kind of glad it is done because I did not enjoy that pay dirt at all. I don't like unfun pay dirt. So I have a prediction. I will not get 80% return on that. A lot of floury gold, but I mean, not even a single flake, not a single picker, not a single nothing. I almost expected that to happen though, because like I said, I got 81% the first time. I'm like, yeah, that was probably a fluke. And I've stayed away from it. And then I finally was like, well, let me just go ahead and get it again. And I got the bigger bag, which was a stupid mistake. Paid $81 for it. And I bet I'm going to go ahead and predict about $20 worth of gold. I'm just going to let it dry. We'll take it upstairs, weigh it, do the whole 9 yards, and we'll see what kind of value we get. That's all you can do. But that was one pay dirt. It put me in a bad mood. And I'm usually not in a bad mood when I do pay dirts. That one just kind of, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, meh. All right, see you guys upstairs. All right, guys, I'm back up in my room. It is the next day, actually. It took me a while to get that stuff dried out. Yeah, this ain't going to be a good one. There's not a whole lot of gold in there, so I'll just go ahead and show you the gold, and then we'll weigh it real fast, and we'll get a value. Definitely not near as good as the first time I did his pay dirt, or their pay dirt. I don't know who owns it. All right, so there it is. Right there, all fine gold, all flowery gold. And yeah, let's weigh it on the scale right here. Zero it out, and yeah, here we go. Dump it all in there, and we got 0.513 grams of gold. So we got half a gram of gold on that. Yeah, not that great, especially as much as I paid for it. So yeah, let's get on the gold calculator and let's see what kind of value we got. We got 0.513 grams of gold. We are going to call it 24 karat natural price of gold. You can resell it at that value. Gold prices have dropped $2,013.32. They're still over the 2,000 mark. Calculate $33.21. That's the value. I paid $82.31. This is what I bought right here. This $75 sluice box super concentrates natural gold panning prospecting Nevada pay dirt. So yeah, $82.31. Calculate 40%. You know, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but still, I got 80% the first time around, and second time I got them, it's cut it in half, 40%. Yeah, not that great. Second time around, at least. Yeah, so I mean, I'm really not surprised. It's eBay pay dirt. They're actually still better than most pay dirts that I've gotten off of eBay, but like I said, half of what I got the first time. So that's why I like buying them more than once, because if there's any consistency with the pay dirt company, that's great. But if it's going to be 80% one day, 40% the next, 20% the next, that's not consistent, and that's not a good pay dirt, because now you're in the crapshoot of pay dirt. You don't know what you're going to get. So still, 40% is better than others. I kind of expected that, to be honest with you. Somebody who says they never never search their pay dirt. They don't look for gold. They just grab dirt and throw it in a bag. That's that. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. There's not much more to say. Like I said, I expected it. So anyway, that does it for the eBay sold for gold pay dirt. Thank you guys for watching this pay dirt review of sold for gold, the SOULD for gold eBay pay dirt. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, the share button, the notification bell. And until next time, this is Heath saying peace and love, and I'll see you on the next review. Bye.